We're gonna re-record again. It's so hard. It's okay. What's up, sons? It's Blind Red with Sound Attack once again. Today we're going to be going over the new NVIDIA mining GPUs as well as some old ones, thanks to basically a leak from Palit. And yeah, don't buy any of these. You can click off the video now. But if you want more information, stick around. So before we get into it, if you guys would like to join me over on Rocket Chat, you can click the join button down below the channel and then hit the membership tab. Go down and find the option for connecting on social media to find a secret registration URL, as it is locked behind a paywall to prevent scammers, spammers, and bots, or at least reduce them. We've been successful so far, so let's keep it up. All right, so this article is coming from WCCF Tech, and that is via videocars.com for the hash rates and so on. And essentially what we have here is Palit to reintroduce NVIDIA Pascal GPU-based P106 crypto mining graphics cards. That's Pascal. These are some old GPUs. It gets even worse too, because we do have some more information on the HX series, but NVIDIA's board partners are getting ready to reintroduce one of the most popular crypto mining GPUs based on the Pascal architecture, the P106. The P106 was launched all the way back in 2017 during the first mining boom and moved large quantities of the GP106 GPU. So much that NVIDIA ended up with an abundance of inventory that needed to be cleared out after the market crashed. Yeah. What do you think's gonna happen again? I shouldn't even have to say anything here, guys. I just shouldn't. All right, so they were listed over on EEC and include 12 graphics cards models. But we know that these listings are preliminary and not all variants make it to the final release. Coming to the specifications, there are two variants of the P106 GPU, the P10690 and the P106-100. Be very careful here, guys. The P10690, if it does make it into manufacturing and it does get released, two huge issues, but primarily one that will make it unable to mine a majority of cryptocurrencies that are profitable at all, and that is that it only has 3 gigabytes of GDDR5. That second problem being GDDR5, which is just slower at mining. As you can see here on the chart from videocars.com, your current ETH performance would be 0 megahash a second because the DAG is too large for Ethereum. You know what the DAG is going to be too large for here soon too? Even on Linux? Ravencoin. You know what the DAG is too large for as well? Conflux. What are these things here to mine? It's really limited. You're only going to have like a couple options and none of them are that profitable. Don't buy the P10690. Don't do it, okay? Save yourself some trouble. Now, what we are gathering though, and I wanted to talk about today, is a little bit more about the 30HX, 40HX, 50HX, and 90HX. Out of the 4 GPUs that are being released by NVIDIA for mining specifically, only one of them is the latest architecture Ampere, and that's going to be the 90HX on the 8 nanometer architecture. Everything else is 12 nanometer Turing. As you can see here, we have the TU116-100, which is the 30HX, and that's going to be 6 gigabytes of GDDR6. Essentially, we're talking about like 2060s, 2070s, and 2080s. And the mining performance really wasn't good on Turing, so it's hard pressed to say that you guys should even be taking a look at the new mining GPUs from NVIDIA outside of maybe the 90HX, which should get you around 3080 performance from what I can tell, which at best could be around 100 megahash a second at like 225 watts. And that's at best. Of course, keeping in mind here that we all know what these are. These are all underperforming 3080s at the end of the day. Now, presumably they're underperforming purely or hopefully only on the core clock, but that could affect you on other algorithms down the line other than Ethereum. So you want to keep all of that in mind, because another thing about it is you aren't going to be able to resell them. So I really want to point that out. you got essentially 3 Turing cards being rebadged as cryptocurrency mining cards, and then you have 1 Ampere. The other big thing about that is that you aren't going to be able to resell these, right? So at the end of the day, when the market falls out, you know, the bottom falls out of the market, or, you know, you got to mine something else and it's not as profitable, you want to liquidate some cards, you aren't going to be able to liquidate these cards. You're only going to be able to sell them to other miners, which reduces, of course, their profitability across the board. Like, you're not going to be able to essentially resell them. You might as well just buy an ASICs at this point, right? And you want to keep that in mind, because the entire point of GPU mining over ASICs mining is that you actually have a little bit of a kind of barrier or a buffer for when it's not profitable anymore. You can kind of resell them, at least for something. You might take a little bit of a hit, but you can liquidate them. Can't liquidate these. You can't liquidate ASICs. That's why we do GPU mining on this channel, because for home miners, you have that little kind of backup plan, right? Without that backup plan, you basically are just going to be adding to digital waste, right? Which is bad. Nobody wants that. And you're going to be losing out on money. This is also bad for gamers. So all the gamers coming here, you know, saying, yeah, you guys are going to buy, you know, have to buy the mining GPUs. Well, hold on, okay? I want you to think about this. If cryptocurrency becomes unprofitable and cards start hitting the market again, if everybody that was mining just buys mining GPUs, you're not going to get that used market. And if you think that NVIDIA doesn't understand this, you're sorely mistaken. They want the miners to only buy the mining GPUs so that there's no secondhand market for the gamers. End of story. They don't want you saving money. They want you to have to buy new GPUs. So what did we learn today? Ingredia. Yeah. All right. That's about all I have today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys have ideas for additional videos, let me know in the comment section below, and we'll try to aggregate them as best as possible. We will be posting videos every day, at least 1 video. More than likely, we are going to be pumping out 2 videos a day, and I hope you will stick around to check them out. I will also be streaming. We haven't come up yet with the full schedule, but if you're interested, you can follow me at twitch.tv/blindrun, at least until we work out a deal with Theta.tv, which obviously we can't grow an audience there, but for supporting blockchain, I'm really interested in the platform, and I will let you guys know or keep you posted on what's going on with that. I will see you next Tuesday. If you enjoyed this content, you can check out more crypto content on this playlist up here, or of course, go ahead and subscribe for more in the future. Adios.